Good morning, Mr. Akshay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Akshay, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Akshay, tell us something about yourself.
So I'm Akshay Nalole. I come from the Kolhapur district of the Maharashtra. I completed my secondary school education from the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Katar, Kolhapur, which is a central government educational institute. Then I completed my engineering from the Government College of Engineering, Karat, Kolhapur. In my school days, I got an opportunity to participate in the national level athletics meet held at Kokrajhar, Assam. Then in college level, college gave me an opportunity to lead the college and make me a college sports secretary for 1 year.
Okay, we'll talk about the sports later. Now that you are from Kolhapur, tell us something about Kolhapur in which we are interested to know that how big is Kolhapur, what could be its approximately territorial part as the current territory is concerned, like in terms of square miles, what would be its approximate population, the kind of communications available in terms of road, rail, air, the kind of policing, safety of women, and two very important things of Kolhapur which you would like to improve, supposing you are the district magistrate of Kolhapur.
So Kolhapur has a historic importance due to the Shahu Maharaj. Kolhapur has 12 talukas, and it is one of the most progressive district in the state of the Maharashtra. Then it has tourist places like Radhanagari.
What would be the approximate area, the population, the safety of women, policing, industrialization?
Sir, in the industrialization, there are so many MIDCs in the Kolhapur. Then for the safety of women, Kolhapur has a good law and order issue. There is not such law and order situation in the Kolhapur, which has so many educational institutions from the Shahu Maharaj, who is a main pioneer of the education in this Kolhapur city. And
what would be the approximate population of Kolhapur?
Sorry, sir, I don't know the approximate population.
And approximately area as regarding area is concerned?
Sorry, sir, I also don't know.
No, you would like to find out. You mentioned about something about law and order situation in Kolhapur, right?
No,
you said something about law and order situation in Kolhapur is good.
Yes,
So what is the difference between law and order situation and internal security situation?
yes, sir. So law and order situation means there is some disturbances due to the due to communal violence, or some disturbances in the local territory. But internal disturbances is due to the militants, due to the Naxalism, due to the insurgents, because external matters are more involved in the this internal security aspects.
What do you exactly understand by internal security? What is your version of internal security? What do you understand by the word internal security as a country is concerned?
So internal security is a concept where the internal disturbance in the India's internal territory due to the internal factor, which has 4 aspects. That is internal security aided by the internal factors. There are internal security aided by the external factors. Then external aided internal security, and the external aided external security.
Right. What are the principal differences between Naxalism, Maoism and terrorism?
Yeah.
Naxalism, Maoism and terrorism. What are the differences between these three? The principal differences.
So Naxalist people are following the ideology of the Maoism, and
then what is Maoism?
Maoism is an extreme rightist communist ideology, where they want to he wrote against the system, peasants revolt. He was following the Marxist ideology for the peasants. That is the Maoism.
And terrorism?
Terrorism is against the state, which are.
Now that we are actually talking about terrorism, what exactly is the difference between terrorism and insurgency?
Terrorism is against violence against the state because of the external, mostly involved the external factors and sometimes due to the internal factors. They are acting against the state, and in insurgency the people have some internal problems, their government problem or their developmental problem. They want to violate revolt against the state to get a good governance and a good development activities in their areas.
Right. India became independent on 15th August 1947 and all the Raja Maharajas and the states merged with the India by some document. What was that document known as and how was it applicable to the state of Jammu and Kashmir?
Yes. It is a document of accession in which all the Maharajas signed it and they become the part of the India. But Junagadh, Jammu Kashmir and Hyderabad was not part of during the 1947 India's independence. Then after the external aggression in the Jammu Kashmir, governments make sure that Maharaja of the Jammu Kashmir should sign this instrument of accession.
Who was the Maharaja then?
The Maharaja Hari Singh. Then he signed the instrument of accession, and then government sent our army to solve our external aggression in the internal part of the India, that is Jammu and Kashmir.
What were the principal two things which that instrument of accession contained? What were the main points in that?
In that government of the India will look after the security, then that is defense, then communication and external affairs of that states.
Right. Why does the state of Jammu and Kashmir have a separate constitution?
Sir, during that instrument of accession, our the leader gave this leader of the Jammu and Kashmir give some.
Was it at the time of the signing of the instrument of accession this constitution was discussed, or was it later when Article 370 was brought in?
Sir, it was discussed after the during the Article 370 when came into the when we want to bring that Article 370 into the.
Now that we are talking of Article 370, what is Article 35 alpha? 35A?
Yes, sir. Sir, Article 35 states that the local no one can outside the Jammu Kashmir can hold the land in the state of the Jammu Kashmir.
Okay. Supposing the Indian Parliament wants to dissolve or abrogate Article 370, is it in a position to dissolve it? Is it in a position to abrogate it? In a position to finish it? And what would be the procedure followed to abrogate it?
Sir, in current scenario, looking towards the disturbance, a lot of disturbance in the state of the Jammu Kashmir, I think that the abrogation procedure should be this it should be come from the people of the Jammu and Kashmir, and for abrogation of the Article 370, we want the permission, that is from the Constitutional Assembly of the Jammu and Kashmir, and currently Constitutional Assembly of the Jammu Kashmir is dissolved, so it will be very difficult to abrogate the Article 370.
Now that we are talking about Jammu and Kashmir, what in your mind is the permanent solution to Jammu and Kashmir problem, especially as the current POK is concerned?
As we are giving as POK is mostly administered by the Pakistan, then if we want to resolve the problem of the POK, then we have to maintain the peace in the Jammu and Kashmir. To maintain the peace in the Jammu and Kashmir, there is a lack of radicalization going on in Jammu and Kashmir. The youths are coming on the street and throwing the stones on the army. Then for that, the government should involve the religious leaders into the de-radicalization of the Jammu and Kashmir people. So it would be a very helpful for India. And on the other side, have to develop a good development activities and give jobs to the unemployed youths.
Right. You have used the word radicalization of the population. So what is the principal difference between radicalization and religious indoctrination? What is the principal difference between radicalization of population and religious indoctrination of population?
I don't know religious indoctrination, but radicalization is an extreme view of the religious that they are only blind without knowing the religious all the things they are blindly following their religious act.
Right, nice. What are the kind of borders which India shares with in Pakistan and China?
India is sharing with the Pakistan, that is LOC, and the international border. LOC in the state of the Jammu and Kashmir, and the international border is from the Gujarat to the Kashmir. And for the China, it is the LAC, that is the line of actual control in the state of the Jammu and Kashmir, and the McMoon line in the that is other part of the India, the Tibet and the Arunachal Pradesh.
Right. Now that we have talked about Arunachal Pradesh, what is the principal problem between India and China as regarding the state of Arunachal is concerned, and why that problem?
Sir, India is on the stand that that McMoon line is an international line between the India and China, but China is not ready to accept the McMoon line is the international line between them. China is claiming that Arunachal Pradesh is the South Tibet part of the China, and it is a part of their territory.
What are your views on same-sex marriages?
I am not getting this question.
What are your views on marriages which happen between, say, between two males or two females, same-sex marriages? What are your views on same-sex marriages which are now being, more or less being accepted by the society and various governments of the world?
Sir, recently Supreme Court also gave the permission for the LGBT community, and LGBT is not our social problem. It is their physical or their it is a medical health problem, and as per the Constitution, Article 15, 14, and Article 21 gave them right to life, and it should be accepted that they should enjoy their life as they wish.
Who is the Chief Justice of India, and what is the problem taking place these days against him?
So, Chief Justice of India is Mr. Ranjan Gogoi. The one of the staffment of the Chief Justice office argued that she was harassed by the Chief Justice of India.
So can a committee of judges of the Supreme Court forward a proposal for the impeachment of CJI? Who can impeach the CJI of
Sir, Parliament of the India can impeach the Chief Justice of India.
You mentioned about national athletics something.
Yes, sir.
Can you elaborate on that?
So in class 10, in 2009, I participated in the national athletics meet. I participated in the 100 meter, 200 meter, and the long jump event.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is Ashwamedh?
Ashwamedh is a tournament conducted in the various colleges of the participate in the Ashwamedh. Colleges, universities are participating in the Ashwamedh.
Okay, where it is conducted?
Sorry, sir.
Who conducts it?
Sorry, sir.
Alright. Then you also have mentioned about Dhadak Mohim.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
So Dhadak Mohim is one of the campaign organized by the Maitri Foundation in the Melghat region of the Maharashtra to decrease or to eliminate the infant mortality rate, which is the problem facing by the region of the Melghat. That is the Mohim.
So what was the infant mortality rate over there?
So infant mortality. Can I pardon, sir?
What was the infant mortality rate over there? In terms of numbers?
Sir,
You said infant mortality was more.
Yes, sir.
So what was the rate?
Sorry, sir.
What is infant mortality rate in India? On an average?
On an average, sir. Sorry, sir. I am not getting it.
How is infant mortality rate calculated?
Yes, sir. Infant mortality rate is calculated that how many children are getting died before completing the 1 year per 1,000 children.
What is neonatal mortality? You also mentioned about outdoor games.
Yes, sir.
Is your hobby, right?
Yes, sir.
So which particular outdoor game or you like all?
So mostly I like to play volleyball, but whenever I get chance to play Kho, cricket, and sometimes in my village I used to play Langi and Galuri also.
Okay. So volleyball, have you represented anywhere through schools, colleges, or any kind of tournaments?
So I was the college volleyball team captain, and in our zonal university level, I used to participate. And our college got the second prize in the national level event held in the COP Pune, which was the inter-engineering college event.
Which Indian volleyball player you like the most?
So it is Deepak Saini, which is in the Indian team.
Okay. Any female player in volleyball, female team?
So there is a team, Nalanda Ghadge, one of the team players from the Maharashtra team.
Okay.
She was also.
So you like?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then so recently, or even in near past, Kolhapur is known as a cancer pool,
Yes.
and many cancer cases are coming up
Yes,
from
sir.
Kolhapur.
Yes, sir.
Can you just brief us about the problem?
So it is a problem mainly in the Shirur Taluka of the Kolhapur district, where the high rate of the fertilizers are used, and this is the mainly become the. It is also called as the Punjab of the Kolhapur.
So do you think fertilizers are causing cancer?
If extra fertilizer, excess of the fertilizers could affect the lead to the cancer.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, Mr. Akshay, you are preparing for this Central Armed Police Forces examination. So, can you please tell us your preferences for this examination?
So my first preference is the CISF, Central Industrial Service Force. Then second preference is the Sashastra Seema Bal. Then third preference is the Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force. Then fourth preference is the Border Security Force. And fifth preference is the Central Reserve Police Force.
Okay, what is the reason you want to join the CAPF forces?
Sir, I am from the Jawahar Navy Vidyalaya Kagal, and there I saw my seniors who are getting selected in the NDA, and from there I got an inspiration. And Kolhapur has a glorious tradition of the joining at least one person from the one family, and I want to become the first member from my family to the join the force. Sir.
But this is not an army where people are desirous for joining the force. This is a paramilitary force. This is not a complete army, not a complete police.
So, but I have passion towards the uniform force, and through wearing this uniform, I can complete my passions.
Okay, does it mean you cannot complete your passion unless you wear any uniform?
So,
Do you have any other passion? Do you have any other passion?
So I am from the childhood I have passion towards the uniform services. Sir. So that is.
No, that's about career. Let it be. So, okay, do you have any other passion except joining career?
So I have passion of the playing volleyball.
Playing volleyball. So, does playing volleyball require any uniform?
No, sir.
No.
It is sports kit, sir.
So, it requires sports kits.
Yes, sir.
So, can I say you perform well when you are wearing something sports kit, wearing some uniform like that?
Yes.
Can I conclude like that?
No, sir.
No.
Because I want to join this uniform forces, sir. So I am the uniform of the these forces.
Okay, Mr. Akshay. Before some days, the terrorist attack took place in Sri Lanka. So, what could be the reason? What do you think?
So it is the it is claimed by the ISI, sir, and they selected the Easter Sunday for the specific terror attack because they want the attraction of the all over the world that towards the that attack. That is the reason, sir.
They wanted attraction of entire world to their activity.
Their activities.
But what will the result if they attracted entire population of world to them?
So this terrorist organization have to create only the violence and the terror among the people. There is no other reason that.
And why did they select Sri Lanka? Why did terrorist organization select Sri Lanka in this case? You have no idea. Okay, fine. What measures shall be taken to counter terrorism like this?
So to counter terrorism, all the country have to come on the one platform to fight against the terrorism, and should take a strong action against the terrorist organizations and terrorist people. Second,
What kind of strong action we shall take?
we have to all the countries should make the terrorist people like the Masood Azhar, the China is backing him and not coming declaring as an international terrorist. Then by declaring international terrorism, if terrorist activities are conducted in specific country, then we have to block their aid, then international loan. That's why if we can control their financial activities, then automatically the
Financial activity of that country or financial activity of the organization?
if financial activity of the country could be if we block, then the automatically that country may take action against that in the terrorists living in their lands.
Yes, presently we are saying in the case of Pakistan.
Pakistan.
Pakistan is not taking any stringent action against terrorist organization.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, Mr. Akshay. As far as internal security of India is concerned, so can you please clearly define internal security? What is internal security?
Internal security is the mainly about the disturbances in the inland of the about the territory of the India by the internal or the external factors, external aided internal factors.
Okay, can you name some internal factors?
Like internal security in the Chhattisgarh, like Naxalism, then the insurgency in the northeast region, then militancy in the Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay, what is the basic difference between militancy and insurgency?
So insurgency is mainly the local revolt against the state to fulfill the basic needs or the basic requirements. But militancy where the external factors are mainly they are like the ISI and the Pakistan involved in the militancy in the Pakistan in the Jammu and Kashmir.
You come from Kolhapur. Is there any force of CAPF stationed in Kolhapur?
No sir, there is no force.
No force. Okay, have you visited any center of force like this?
So I visited the Central Military Engineering College, CME. CME.
No, no. Have you visited any base or station of Central Armed Police Force ever?
No sir, during my physical only I visited the CRPF police.
CRPF only, where your physical was conducted.
Yes sir.
Okay, Mr. Akshay. You seem to be a latest graduate in 2016. So what are you doing since 2016 till 2019? In the last 3 years, what are your achievements?
So I was simultaneously preparing for the civil service examination, and in 2018, so with my friend started one startup that is known as the Sportage, where I also involved in that with him, where we are organizing the corporate matches in the Pune, and simultaneously I also studying.
Yes, doing the both things. This is your achievement so far.
Yes sir.
Okay, what will happen if you don't get selected this year? What are your plans for the next year?
So I am confident that I will select this year.
Unfortunately, you don't get selected. Then what will you be doing?
So I will prepare for the same exam and will come next year again before you.
Okay, sir. Fine. Okay, Mr. Akshay, you may leave now.
Thank you sir.